Hey guys, Shauna here. So today has been a rough day and I'm just gonna get on here and rant a little bit, give y'all a little bit of an update on how I'm feeling because it's been a hard day. Nothing's wrong, everything's fine with the baby, everything's fine with me. It's just my emotions. I feel like I've been hit by a freight train, the emotional freight train. So if you want to say, my husband and I both work full-time Monday through Friday, daytime jobs, and we can't afford for me not to work once the baby comes. I'm gonna have to keep working. So we've been talking about daycare and options and what we're gonna do after the baby comes. And so I've been trying to look into daycares, and I've kind of been putting it off mostly because the thought of putting my 8-week-old into a stranger's hands for 8 to 10 hours a day kills me. I'm sorry, I'm already crying again. This is what has happened all day long. But I know I have to work, and I know he's gonna have to go to daycare. And so I've been trying to look for options. My husband and I he got frustrated with me today because I've been putting it off, and we've started talking a little bit about other options than me just going back to my normal full-time job. We've talked about me going back to waitressing and working nights and weekends, and that way he would stay working days and I'd work nights, and so we'd work kind of opposite schedules, which would work, I guess. But I have a master's degree, and the thought of going back to waitressing after I worked so hard to get to where I am is hard. And also going back, it's not even so much the waitressing, it's going back to working nights and weekends. Honestly, my life and me as a person, I became so much happier when I started being free in the nights and in the weekends, and when my husband and I started working the same schedule. I don't want to go back to working holidays. I don't want to go back to not being able to go do stuff with family on the weekends. Like, I like that. I like that we have time to spend with our families on the weekends and holidays. Like, we have Christmas break off together, and it's just really good quality time for us. And I don't want to go back to that. And so we've been talking about daycare, and it's just, he keeps pushing me to make a decision on what I want to do, and I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. I want to stay at home. That's what I want, but I know I can't. And anyways, it's just been a rough day, and it's hard because this whole pregnancy I've been pretty upbeat and pretty happy, and besides the first trimester where I was stressed and worried, but even then I hardly ever broke down. And today I just feel like no matter what I do, I can't stop crying, and it's driving me crazy. I feel crazy. It doesn't help that the past few days my husband keeps telling me I'm being crazy too, and I keep trying to tell him I'm pregnant, give me a break, but he's not great with emotions, and he's not great with me when I'm acting crazy, and it's just been rough. It's just been a rough day. And I just thought I'd get on here and kind of vent. And I also want to ask y'all's opinion. Like, what do you guys do? Those of you who have kids who had to go back to work right away, what did you do? How did you deal with it? How did you deal with the thought of your brand new baby spending a good chunk of their time with someone that wasn't you or your husband or partner or whatever, boyfriend, whatever? I don't know. It's just hard. It's really, I'm struggling with it, and I always thought that by the time I had kids, I would be at a point in my life where I could be a stay-at-home mom. That was always the plan, and while me and my husband make decent money, it's just not enough to sustain us off of one paycheck, and that sucks. It just sucks, and makes me sad. So anyways, rant over. I'm sorry if you guys don't like this type of video. Promise the next one will be more cheerful. I just needed to vent a little and get it off my chest. I can't really talk to my husband about it. He hates when I cry, and we seem to get in a fight every time we talk about it, because he just wants to have a plan and have it all figured out, and I'm more in the mindset of I just kind of want to wait and see what happens. Get him on a waiting list for daycare, of course, but then while on maternity leave, try to find a better option, trying to find a job where I can work from home or where they have a daycare on site. But I can't really look for that job right now while I'm due in less than 3 months. You know, like I can't switch jobs right now. I can't switch insurance and switch jobs at right this second. I need to wait until I'm actually on maternity leave to really look for those jobs. And he just wants me to make a decision on what I want, and I don't know what I want. I mean, I do. I know what I want. Can't have what I want. So I need to find another option. And anyways, thank you guys for listening. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you very much. Leave me your comments and thoughts down below on how you feel on this subject, on daycares and sending your kids to daycare so early. Like I said, just 8 weeks old seems so young still to be with strangers all the time. And I know tons of parents do that, and I'm not trying to bash anyone who does it, anyone who chooses to work. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just hard for me. And I know this is a personal decision, and some parents it's easier for them, and some parents it's harder. I'm just having a really rough time with it. So thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned for my next video, and bye guys.